Now, let's take a look at the docking results. In the project window, records are kept for tasks that are in progress, completed, and failed. Among these, you can choose to view only the completed ones, only the ones currently running, or the ones that have failed. This way, you can check them separately. When you click on a completed project, you can see the result window as follows. It shows basic information about the project, and based on the CNN score. When a threshold is set, compounds that meet or exceed that threshold are highlighted like this. It also displays the input target protein structure used for docking. In the docking result window, you can search for a compound of interest by its name. And in this way, quickly check the results. The docking results provide three values: the compound name and its structure, the CNN score, and the affinity binding energy. The CNN score indicates how well the compound is likely to fit into the binding site of the protein. The higher the value, the better the fit. In general, we consider anything above 0.6 to be good. The CNN affinity indicates how strongly the compound can bind the protein. The higher the value, the stronger the binding. Binding energy is a metric calculated through simulation that shows the stability of the binding. In other words, the lower the value, the more stable the binding. Generally, a value below -7 kilocalories per mole is considered stable. By using these three values, you can determine the stability of the binding for each compound. In the Details tab, you can check the results for the poses. By default, we set the option to produce 9 poses, so you can view all 9 poses here. And you can also check the scores and affinity energy values for the first pose. You can also view the analysis of interactions for each pose. That is, it shows how the compound interacts within the protein. For example, it forms a hydrogen bond with methionine 100, and it has hydrophobic interactions with residues such as leucine 25, lysine, valine, and threonine. Through Open in Viewer, you can check the overall structure of the target protein. And within it, you can examine the ligand's binding mode. When you select the corresponding residue here, the same residue will be selected in the viewer below. Earlier in the interaction analysis, we saw that it had an H-bond interaction with methionine 100. And by looking here, we can confirm that our ligand is interacting with the backbone NH of methionine via a hydrogen bond. This viewer is the Mol star viewer provided by RCSB. In this way, you can check the poses of each compound, the information about each pose, and the interactions between the protein and the ligand within the binding site. You can also export the entire results. When you open the exported zip file, you can check the input data, and in this output, you can view the pose results for each compound. Using other CADD programs or viewer programs, you can check these results again. For unnecessary projects, you can click and delete the project.